In this video, I would like to go over some basic definitions in graph theory. So let me give the formal definition of what a graph is. Okay. So before going to definition, let me start with an example. I consider this simple graph. Okay, as graph, it consists of a set of dots connected by lines. Okay, so using this example, let me formally define what a graph is. A graph G, so let me call this graph G, is an ordered pair VE, where V is a finite set of elements called vertices. So in order to define what vertices are, I am going to label the vertices as follows. Let me label this vertex as A, this as B, C, D. Okay, so in this case, V contains these four elements A, B, C, D, and these are called vertices. And E is a set of two subsets of B called edges. Okay, so it is going to be a two-element subset of B. Okay, so in this graph, okay, these dots are what are called vertices. So these are vertices, and these are called edges. And formally, E is defined as follows. So it is a two-element subset of B. Okay, so in this case, we can see that there is an edge between A and B. So this set contains this set AB, AC, BC, BD, and CD. So number of edges here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so in this case, we can see that the edge set is a two-element subset. So it doesn't matter whether we write in this way or the other way, because in set notation, set AB is the same as set BA. Okay, so this particular graph is an example of what is called an undirected graph. So we will see directed graph very shortly. So this is the formal definition of a graph. A graph G is an ordered pair V, where V is a finite set of elements called vertices, and E is a two-element subset of V called edges. For example, this graph is formally defined in this way. So V contains the elements A, B, C, D, and E contains this set AB, set AC, set BC, set BD, set CD. Okay, so this is how we formally define a graph. So some notations that we commonly use when dealing with graphs. So we define graph. When we define graph, the edge, it is a two-element subset of the vertices. Okay, for example, something like this. So we sometimes denote it by writing like this way, UV. Okay, and since set UV is equal to set BU, so it doesn't matter whether you write UV or BU. Okay, both represents the same thing. Okay, so for an edge E, let it be equal to UV. U and W are called the end vertices or ends of the edge E. And in this case, we say that U and V are adjacent. Okay, for example, we have a graph which looks something like this, and suppose that I label it has 1 2 3 4. Okay, so in this case, if you consider this edge 1 2, okay, we say that this 1 and 2 are the ends of edge E, and we say vertices 1 and 2 are adjacent. So in this case, 1 and 2 are the end points or the ends of edge E, and we also say vertices 1 and 2 are adjacent. Okay, similarly, suppose that we have two edges E1 UV and E2 it is okay, it is VW. Okay, in this case, okay, so situation may be something like this. So you have this edge E1, so the endpoints are UV, and we have another edge E2 and the endpoints are VW. Okay, so in this case we can see that these two edges E1 and E2 have a common end. Okay, so in such situations we say E1 and E2 are adjacent. Okay, so in this case we can see that there is a common vertex shared between these two edges. So if that's the situation, then we say that these two edges E1 and E2 are adjacent. Okay, for example, if you consider a graph like this, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so in this case we can see that if you consider these two edges, let it be say E1 and E2, so E1 is 2 3 and E2 is 3 4. So here we can see that these two edges share a common vertex 3. Okay, so we say that okay, E1 and E2 are adjacent. Okay. So if you have a graph G equal to VE, then the cardinality of V is what is called the order of the graph, and the cardinality of E is called the size of the graph. So here is an example. So consider this graph. Okay, so let me label the vertices as 1 2 3 4 5. So in this case the number of vertices is 5, and let G be this graph. Okay, so in this case we can see that the order, which is nothing but the cardinality of the vertex set, which is number of elements in the V set. So here we have 5 elements, so cardinality of V is equal to 5. So the order of this graph is 5, and again you can see that if you count the number of edges, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, the cardinality of the edge set is 7. Okay, so the size of the graph is 7 in this case. So the cardinality of V is what is called the order of the graph, and the cardinality of the edge set is what is called the size of the graph. So for this graph G, the order is 5 and the size is 7. So another basic kind of graphs that we deal mostly in this class is what is called a simple graph. Okay, a simple graph is a graph with no loops and no multiple edges. Okay, so let me make that clear through an example. Okay, so consider this graph. Okay, let the vertices are say 1 2 3 4 labeled 1 2 3 4. Okay. Okay, so in this case we can see that there are 3 edges between 1 and 2. So these kind of edges are what are called multiple edges. And here if you consider vertex 4, you can see that there is an edge that originates and terminates at that particular vertex. So these kind of edges are called loops. So a graph is said to be a simple graph if it does not have loops or multiple edges. So this is an example of a non-simple. Okay, and so if you consider this graph, so let it be say G1 and let it be say G2. Okay, so G1 is a non-simple graph because since it has multiple edge, and in this case it has both multiple edge and loop. Okay, so a graph is said to be a simple graph. It does not have either a loop or multiple edges. So in this case, if we consider G2, okay, we can see that there is no multiple edges or loops. So G2 is an example of what is called a simple graph. Okay, and there is another kind of graph called directed graph. So in the case of directed graph, each edge has a direction associated with it. So far we discussed what is called undirected graph. Okay, so in this case we can see that there is no direction assigned here. Okay, so in the case of directed graph, we assign direction to edges. For example, let's consider a very simple graph here. Okay, let the vertices be 1 2 3. So in this case we assign a strict direction to the edges. So in this case we say this edge goes from 1 to 2. Okay, in the case of undirected graph, such a direction doesn't exist. Okay, so in this case the edges will be ordered pair, something like this 1 2. Okay, so since this edge 1 2, it originates from 1 and terminates at 2, it is written like this 1 2. Okay, so in this case we won't write something like this. Okay, so if you formally define this graph, the definition is similar to that of simple graph, and here again we can see that the vertex set contains these 3 elements 1 2 3, and the edge set contains not sets, ordered pairs like this 1 2 3 2 3 1. Okay, so this is what is called a directed graph. Here we have a definite direction assigned to each and every edge. Okay, so in the case of directed graph, we write the edge set in this way. Okay, whereas in the case of undirected graph, the edge set are set of sets. Okay, so here this is not the case. Okay, let's look into 1 or 2 examples of graph. So suppose that the vertex set is v equal to set v1 v2 v3 v4 and v5, and the edge set is v1 v2 v2 v3 v3 v4 v4 v1 v1 v5. Okay, let's see how to construct this graph. Okay, so we have 5 vertices and they are labeled v1 through v5. Okay, so we have 5 dots here. Okay, so let me label those as v1 v2. the thing is that okay, we can draw the graph in many different ways. Okay, this is one way of drawing the graph. Okay, so v1, v2, v3, v4, v5. Okay, so these are dots and these are represented something like this, and let's complete the graph by introducing the edges. So here we have this edge v1, v2. Okay, so we introduce this line, so we have this edge v2, v3. Okay, so let's introduce this edge v3, v4, v4, v1, v4, v1, v1, v5. Okay, so this is how we pictorially represent such a graph. Okay, so let's consider one more example. So here the vertex set contains these three elements a, b, c. So we have three dots labeled a, b, c, and the edge set contains only a single element a, b, so that corresponds to the edge. So this graph pictorially represented something like this. Okay, so hopefully you have a complete understanding of what a graph is.